Before I was 20, I had moved house more than 20 times. Home is a funny word to me, and I know now that it has no correlation with physical location or size or proximity. It is precisely a place of contentment, of stillness, of happy confinement. You never really know what home feels like until you find it. And find it you do in the most obscure of places, like on the other side of the planet, nestled in between the boxy apartment buildings and the spilling ivy, under the billowing lanterns and the fairy floss trees of the world's biggest city. Home is a thing that rises out of quiet moments. It sleeps between the pancakes on yellow plates, the birthday celebrations and the phone calls with friends. But the time has come, as it always does, to close a book and move on to the next one. Every end races towards us. Every home we have ever owned will disappear. And so even as I put up the pictures and folded each paper crane, I knew one day they would all be taken down again. I knew I would say goodbye to my students, hand in my keys, give up my phone, call the water company, but that did not make it easy. And so I write this ode to my tiny apartment in Tokyo, and to my favourite city of ginkgo leaves and cicadas chirping in between the trees. The place of magic flowing from its thin winding streets, of enchantment permeating even the tiniest things, where from behind foggy glass I watched snow fall, danced under sakura trees, scuffed and slid my boots in between the autumn leaves. I once thought that loving this city meant handing over pieces of myself, but I didn't realise my bargain. So this is a temporary goodbye to the city of ginkgo leaves, the first place I have ever loved, where I was finally set free from the things that once confined me. Temporary, because I have left something behind. The apartment locks, the train door shuts, the airport gates close, and I sit in a tiny seat trying to hold in the illogical grief of missing something before I've even flown from it. What I once thought was pieces of myself I now know is in fact something in entirety. I left my heart here. I will come back for it.